At some point in my life, I dreaded combing my hair, and this is because anytime I comb my hair, I always pack majority of my hair on the ground. My hair falls out in big chunks. My edges were completely gone. My hair looks so tired and lifeless. I always find myself wishing I had long and full hair. That didn't become a reality until I started to do something different. I started taking care of my hair. I started using products on my hair. I will not just get a protective style and abandon it till when I have to take it out, which is what I was doing initially. You might be thinking there is no way your hair can grow to this extent. That is the same way I was thinking years ago because I never thought that my hair could grow thick and full. I started seeing the most growth when I started incorporating some DIYs, and in this video I'm going to share with you one of the most effective DIY I have tried over the years. And honestly, it is not far-fetched. These two ingredients combined together that I'm about to share with you in this video is really it. Onions have really helped me in my hair growth journey. This reminded me of how I used to smell like onion to school. It is really funny thinking about it now, but honestly, I didn't regret anything because my hair has improved a lot. We have come a long way and we are happy for the progress we have made, and also we have a long way to go. So it is better you start now. If you haven't started your hair care journey, start now because in the next 2 years you'll be glad you did. We are using onion and coffee for this recipe. And when I tell you this will transform your hair, if your hair is shedding, just use this. If your hair is feeling weak and dull, or you want your strands to be thicker, like you want your hair to be thicker, this is definitely something you should try. This is a must try. Coffee and onions. This might sound unusual to you, but it is true. Nature has always had an answer to everything, and it doesn't just stop listening. It keeps providing you with everything that you need. If you think about it, some of the plants you have in your garden is one way or the other a cure to something, but you just don't know because you haven't done your finding. If your hair has stopped growing, if you're battling with bald patches, if you're battling with thinning edges, or you're experiencing excessive shedding, this is your moment because what you are about to learn isn't just a hair hack. It is proven both natural and scientifically backed method that revive your scalp from within. And the secret lies in the power of sulfur-rich onions and caffeine-loaded coffee, the two ingredients we are going to use in this recipe. This combination will wake up your dormant hair follicle, strengthen your weak strands, and restore your hair's natural beauty. By the end of this video, you will understand why these two combination is very powerful. Whether you have fussy hair, curly hair, straight hair, wavy hair, it does not matter because this recipe works for all hair type because it targets one thing that we all share in common, which is the hair follicle. Here is the reason why onions is very important when you're trying to grow out your hair. If you're thinking of any DIY to incorporate, think of onions because it is really powerful and it helps a lot. Onions isn't just food, it is medicine. It is a natural powerhouse that is loaded with the exact nutrients your hair needs. Most people don't realize this, but your hair is made up of mostly a protein called keratin. And keratin is rich in sulfur, the same element that is present in onions. That means onions is one of the most concentrated source of sulfur, which is the nutrients your hair needs to grow faster, thicker, and stronger. When you apply onion juice on your hair, it is feeding your scalp with vitamin, sulfur, enzymes that repair and nourishes your scalp. Back in secondary school, there's this friend of mine. We started growing our hair the same time. I noticed her hair was growing longer than mine, fuller, thicker. At some point, she had to cut the hair and start all over again, and it still grew longer than my own. At that point, I didn't believe that I could have the length and the density of hair that I have right now on my head. What am I trying to say? Most of the time, it is not genetics. Maybe you don't have enough flow to the scalp, like your scalp might not be receiving enough blood flow. This might be due to stress, build up, or lack of nutrients. This is where the superpower of onion come in. The sulfur compound in onion, especially allicin, expand those tiny blood flow vessels and also boosting blood circulation. When there's enough blood flow to your scalp, it makes more oxygen, more nutrients, and it makes hair grow faster. The sulfur and antibacterial property in onions can purify your hair, killing fungi and bacteria that can clog your hair follicle. A clean scalp is a growing scalp. This is why people who use onion spray often notice that new hair growth start to come out, but also fewer flakes and less itching with healthy strands. Onions also has quercetin, which is an antioxidant. It shields your hair from damages such as pollution, heat, harsh products. They repair your hair strands from within and also make them look more resilient. Like, it makes your hair bouncy and it looks really healthy. So if you are dealing with shedding, if you're dealing with postpartum shedding, this is something you should try out. Onions alone is very powerful, but adding coffee to it will supercharge everything. That is where our second ingredient comes in. Do you know that coffee is a natural hair activator? Let me explain. So in the body, there is this hormone called DHT, dihydrotestosterone. It is a natural hormone, but here is the problem. Too much DHT can shrink your hair follicle over time. That's why so many people studying start to notice receding hairline, thinning edges, or patches that refuse to grow. But with caffeine, which is found in coffee, it is proven to block DHT naturally. It doesn't just sit on your scalp, it penetrates into the hair follicle and help prevent the hormone from attaching to it. This simply means that your hair follicles stay open, active and healthy, ready to grow new strands. Dermatologists show that caffeine can actually promote hair shaft elongation and prolong the growth cycle of the hair. In simple terms, it keeps your hair growing stage longer so you can see fuller and thicker results. Every drop of coffee infused spray acts as a mini scalp workout. When caffeine touches the skin, it increases blood flow, and that is exactly what your scalp needs to wake up dormant hair follicles. Think of this like watering a plant. If the soil is dry, nothing will grow. When you pour in the right nutrients, growth happens fast. Coffee delivers oxygen, mineral and energy straight to the hair root, making your scalp come alive. With this, you start noticing less shedding, less hair in the comb, and over time your baby hair starts to come out. Your hair becomes stronger, darker and healthier. Caffeine doesn't just work only on the root, it also strengthens the hair shaft itself, which reduces breakage, split end and brittleness. So basically, onion feeds your scalp while coffee awakens the dormant hair follicles. When you mix coffee and onion together, it cleans up the buildup, the bacteria, the excessive oil that is suffocating your hair follicle. It restores the scalp natural pH. It keeps your hair fresh and clean, ready to grow. It also wakens up millions of dormant hair follicle, and you can feel it from the tingling sensation you get once you apply it, which is a sign that your follicle is responding to the spray. It is saying, I'm alive again. Let me know in the comment section if you're going to try out this, and also if this video was helpful to you, please do not forget to subscribe, like and comment. Thank you for watching. See you in my next upload. Do have a lovely day. Bye bye.